Kiribu, cha, zima. Kiribu, cha, zima. Kiribu, cha, zima. The book of life. Kiribu, cha, zima. Kiribu, cha, zima. Kiribu, cha, zima. The book of life. Kiribu, cha, zima. As we get ready to end this week, Fuaha Wasaba Siku. Happy 7th day. Fuaha Wasaba Siku. Happy 7th day. Nigri the Wewe Mawanso. Go is the beginning. In the name of She, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Matthew 1:23, Imanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the goals. Amani, Kutoko, Yu'u. Peace from above. Amani, Kutoko, Yu'u. Peace from above. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Good to be back. As I just stated, Fuwa Wasabasiku, happy 7th day. As we begin reading from the Book of Life, Kitabucha Uzima. 2 Kings, chapter 9. And it came to pass, when Solomon had finished building the house of the gold, and the king's house, and all Solomon's desires which he wanted to do, that the gold appeared to Solomon the second time, as he had appeared to him at Gibeon. And the gold said to him, I have heard your prayer and your supplication that you have made before me. I have consecrated this house which you have built to put my name there forever, and my eyes and my heart will be there perpetually. Now, if you walk before me as your father David walked, in integrity of heart and in uprightness, to do according to all that I have commanded you, and if you keep my statutes and my judgments, then I will establish the throne of your kingdom over Israel forever, as I promised David your father, saying, you shall not fail to have a man on the throne of Israel. But if you of your sons at all turn from following me, and do not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go out and serve other gods and worship them, then I will cut off Israel from the land which I have given them. And this house which I have consecrated for my name I will cast out of my sight. Israel will be a proverb and a byword among all peoples. And as for this house which is exalted, everyone who passes by it will be astonished and will hiss and say, why has the God done this to this land and to this house? Then they will answer, because they forsook the God, their God, who brought their fathers out of the land of Asia, and have embraced other gods, and worshipped them, and served them. Therefore the God has brought all this calamity on them. Now, it happened at the end of 20 years, when Solomon had built the two houses, the house of the gold and the king's house. Hiram, the king of Tyre, had supplied Solomon with cedar and cypress and gold as much as he desired. That King Solomon then gave Hiram 20 cities in the land of Galilee. Then Hiram went from Tyre to see the cities which Solomon had given him, but they did not please him. So he said, "What kind of cities are these which you have given me, my brother?" And he called them the land of Kabul, as they are to this day. Then Hiram sent the king 120 talents of gold. And this is the reason for the labor force which King Solomon raised to build the house of the gold, his own house, the Milo, the wall of Jerusalem, Hazor, Megiddo, and Gezer. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had gone up and taken Gezer and burned it with fire, had killed the Canaanites who dwelt in the city, and had given it as a dowry to his daughter, Solomon's wife. And Solomon built Gezer, Lower Beth Horon, Baalath, and Tadmor in the wilderness in the land of Judah. All the storage cities that Solomon had, cities for his chariots and cities for his cavalry, and whatever Solomon desired to build in Jerusalem and Lebanon and in all the land of his dominion. All the people who were left of the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites, who were not of the children of Israel, that is, their descendants who were left in the land after them, whom the children of Israel had not been able to destroy completely. From these Solomon had raised forced labor, as it is to this day. But of the children of Israel, Solomon made no forced laborers, because they were men of war, and his servants, his officers, his captains, commanders, and his chariots and his cavalry. Others were chiefs of the officials who were over Solomon's work, 550 who ruled over the people who did the work. But Pharaoh's daughter came up from the city of David to her house which Solomon had built for her. Then he built the Milo. Now 3 times a year Solomon offered burnt offerings and peace offerings on the altar which he had built for the gold. And he burnt incense with them on the altar that was before the gold. So he finished the temple. King Solomon also built a fleet of ships at Zion Gebar, which is near Elath, on the shore of the Red Sea in the land of Edom. Then Hiram sent his servants with the fleet, seamen who knew the sea, to work with the servants of Solomon. And they went to Ophir and acquired 420 talents of gold from there and brought it to King Solomon. Chapter 10. Now when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the gold, she came to test him with hard questions. She came to Jerusalem with a very great retinue, with camels that bore spices, very much gold, and precious stones. And when she came to Solomon, she spoke with him about all that was in her heart. Yeah, I'm changing that first verse to G-O like it's supposed to be. So Solomon answered all the questions. There was nothing so difficult to the king that he could not explain it to her. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all the wisdom of Solomon, the house that he had built, the food on his table, the seating of his servants, the service of his waiters and their apparel, his cupbearers, and his entryway by which he went up to the house of the gold, there was no more spirit in her. Then she said to the king, it was a true report which I heard in my own land about your words and your wisdom. However, I did not believe the words until I came and saw with my own eyes, and indeed the half was not told me. Your wisdom and prosperity exceed the fame of which I heard. Happy are your men, and happy are these your servants, who stand continuously before you and hear your wisdom. Blessed be the God, your God, who delighted in you, setting you on the throne of Israel, because the God had loved Israel forever. Therefore he made you king to do justice and righteousness. Then she gave the king 120 talents of gold, spices in great quantity, and precious stones. There never again came such abundance of spices as the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. Also the ships of Hiram, which brought gold from Ophir, brought great quantities of almond wood and precious stone from Ophir. And the king made steps of the almond wood for the house of the gold, and for the king's house also harps and stringed instruments for singers. There never again came such almond wood, nor has the like been seen to this day. Now King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba all she desired, whatever she asked, besides what Solomon had given her according to the royal generosity. So she turned and went to her own country, she and her servants. The weight of gold that came to Solomon yearly was 666 talents of gold. Besides that, from the traveling merchants, from the income of traders, from all the kings of Arabia, and from the governor of the country. And King Solomon made 200 large shields and hammered gold. 600 shekels of gold went into each shield. He also made 300 shields of hammered gold. 3 minas of gold went into each shield. The king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. Moreover, the king made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with pure gold. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round at the back. There were armrests on either side of the place of the seat, and 2 lions stood beside the armrests. Oh, I like that. 12 lions stood there, one on each side of the 6 steps. Nothing like this had been made for any other kingdom. All King Solomon's drinking vessels were gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold. Not one was silver, for this was accounted as nothing in the days of Solomon. For the king had merchant ships at sea with the fleet of Hiram. Once every 3 years the merchant ships came bringing gold, silver, ivory, apes, and monkeys. So King Solomon surpassed all the kings of the earth in riches and wisdom. Now all the earth sought the presence of Solomon to hear his wisdom, which God had put in his heart. Each man, let me retract that, which God had put in his head. Because God does not rule, does not play that heart. He did not bring man to life through the nostrils by him being a part of the heart through his head. God had put in his head. Each man brought his present article of silver and gold, garments, armor, spices, horses, and mules at a set rate year by year. And Solomon gathered chariots and horsemen. He had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, whom he stationed in the chariot cities and with the king of Jerusalem. The king made silver as common in Jerusalem as stones, and he made cedar trees as abundant as the sycamores which are in the lowland. Also Solomon had horses imported from Egypt and Cave. The king's merchants brought them in Cave at the current price. Now a chariot that was imported from Egypt cost 600 shekels of silver, and a horse 150. And thus, through their agents, they exported them to all the kings of the Hittites and the kings of Syria. Interesting. Now let's go here. Chapter 9. Where he stated, but if you or your sons at all turn from following me and do not keep my commandments that I've set you, and but go and serve other gods and worship them. One more time. That's why we in the present position we're in, because people with the feet of polished gold and the head of wood of lamb serving other gods. They refuse to believe in what they see. The book states clearly, feet of polished gold and head of wood of lamb. The book states clearly, Matthew 1:23, whose name means go with us. The book states clearly this book, Kitabu Cha Uzima, states clearly, have no other gods before me. One more time. Have no other gods before me. And what did I just say? What did I just say? That's why we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing because people with the feet of polished gold and the head of lamb still believe in those who don't have the feet of polished gold and those who don't have the head of lamb. That's who they look up to and aspire to be, as these same people imitate everything that you do. See, that's on y'all if you refuse to understand. Because I just made it plain. It's plain as day. When you read in your Bible, you're going to give glory to a Lord. All your glory going to be to lords, masters. Not me. Because see, you're going to say, Lord, my God. Not me. Because I'm going to say gold of gold. Exactly. Because I refuse to call him. Just like chapter 9, verse 9. Then they will answer, because they forsook the God, their God. One more time. 2 Kings, chapter 9, verse 9. Then they will answer, because they forsook the God, their God. Because they forsook the God, their God. But y'all will be saying, because they forsook the Lord, their God. One more time. If the Lord is your God, then that could be me, because I am Lord of Lords, Master, King of Kings, but not God of gods. He said, beware of other people's gods. So y'all, one more time. chapter 9, verse 9. Then they will answer, because why had, verse 8, why has the God done this to this land and to this house? Because they forsook the God, their God. I be listening to these people. Deion Sanders, love him, but he be talking about Lord and then God. Okay, okay. Keep putting those who don't count in front of them who do. One more time. He made it plain and simple. Do not disrespect me. Do not put nobody with me. I am. That's it. The beginning and the end. One more time. Now, let me go over here. Chapter 10, verse 15. Besides that, from the traveling merchants, from the income of traders, from all the kings of Arabia, and from the governors of the country. One more time. Chapter 10, verse 15. You gonna say, from all the kings of Arabia, because you're gonna say Arab. I'm going to say what I see from all the kings of Arabia. Bow down to Solomon. And guess what? Guess what? You think they was what they look like today? You think they was? You think they look like what they look like today? One more time. See, one more time. It's up to us who got the feet of Potter's gold, who got the head of world land, to start believing in He who created me. John 12:44. He that truly believe in me, believe not in me, but in He who sent me. One more time. John 12:44. He, let me rephrase. He, men that believe in me, believe not in me, but in He who sent me. He who sent me. One more time. I did not create myself. I never thought I never thought I would make it to no 65. 65. What? Growing up in the 70s, a black man? Because you know, y'all already know that we don't count. We do not count. The only thing we good for is to give them what they need so they can continue the illusion. But see, He the one gave me the Willie Lynch letter. I didn't go looking for the Willie Lynch letter. He gave it to me. One more time. I didn't go looking for no video to watch blackbirds rip up them flags that them white offsprings call Israel. See? Because Israel is not a land, it's a people. One more time. One more time. You can only keep disrespecting him for so long. Just like he said. Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov, Israel. He said, I'm not going to destroy my people. I'm not. And what he's not going to do is go against what he said. For that's why Moses is so prevalent. And you understand how Moses went to him and said, Father, don't destroy him. What have you destroyed him? Then everybody going to be saying you brought him out to the wilderness to destroy them. What did you say? One more time. Stiff-necked people. That's what y'all is. Y'all be so happy in the name of Jesus. But I understand. I understand. See, I was not given the option to be a part of. I was given the option to be. One more time. Not a part of, to be. That's why I can look at JESUS and say Jesus. Nobody else on the face of this earth can do that. They can't do that. That's not in their brain. First thing they're going to say is G. Even the Spanish speakers, they going to be saying G. Excuse me, because it's in their brain. Because they think hey, look at all this that we created. We made all this. We made this. We made this happen. We ain't imitating them. Yeah. Blacks only sing oldies. It's the Latinos' music. Blacks only sing oldies. This is what I was told in my face by a white Spanish speaker from Mexico. Told me blacks only sing oldies. It's our music. It would seem that way because black people gonna look at the Bible and talk about my Lord God and wonder why they can't have your Lord is God. Keep on believing in your Lord is God. One more time. I'm going to do my job. My job. Kitabu Cha Uzima. To teach Kitabu Cha Uzima, the book of life. That's my job. My job is for black to stop letting somebody who don't have feet of polish go and who don't have the head of wolf lamb to tell you what you need, who you need, and how you need. As they the ones, when the sun come out, need protection from the sun. One more time. One more time. It's up to y'all to what you want to believe. You can believe in the Bible, which teaches you who you ain't. Or you can believe in the book of life, which teaches you who you is. Because Peter Polly's gold and head of the wool of a lamb. One more time, my man. One more time. Peter Polly's gold and head of the wool of a lamb. That should tell you everything that you need to know. But one more time, y'all gonna say Arabs because that's what y'all been programmed to say. I, on the other hand, Arabia. Arabia. One more time. See, all these things is in existence because those with the feet upon his gold, those with the head of the wolf and lamb, we're not calling what they are. Oh, Mexicans not white. Okay, right. But the very first minute they get you a nig, 1, 2, 3, but they not white. As they go home, as they go home and check their doorknob, Osborne Dorsey, a black man, and make sure it's locked, Washington Martin, a black man, they would tell their kids how worthless the reflections of those two men are as they secure their house and go home, go to bed and sleep safe because of two black men. But the reflections of those two black men are worthless. One more time. That's because reflections of those two black men refuse to believe in themselves. Keep on looking at a J and can't say what you see. Jesus. No feet of polished gold, no head of water or lamb. OPGs. Other people's goals. Not part of my world, not part of my makeup. This Kitabucha Uzima, the book of life, is my world, is my makeup. And I'm going to continue to elevate the knowledge, capital K, capital N, capital O, capital W, baby L, baby E, baby D, baby G, baby E, the knowledge that this book supplies me with, just like the knowledge of Arabia, Arabs, not Arabs. You say Arab, you talking about white. You say Arabs, oops. I just be trying to tell y'all. He said, the mouth. But y'all don't want to believe in nothing. Y'all don't want to believe in Asia. You want to believe in Asia. Okay. You can believe in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, but you can't believe in Philadelphia, the tabernacles? One of the 7 tabernacles? Nah. Because see, y'all believe in churches. See, I don't. In the beginning, he had what? Tabernacles. Tabernacles, temples. Yeah. Temples and tabernacles. Not no churches. One more time. I'm going to keep doing my job. Tomorrow, Fuwaha, Kwanzaa Siku, happy first day. I will be reading from Revelation, Imanuel. The revelations of Imanuel. And this is from the New Testament. Yes. This is from the New Testament. Agano, Yip Ya, Emmanuel. Agano, Yip Ya, Emmanuel. The New Testament of Emmanuel. Agano, Yip Ya, Emmanuel. The New Testament of Emmanuel. So, today is the last day of the week. Wow. Wasaba Siku. Fuwaha Wasaba Siku. Happy 7th day. Tomorrow, Fuwaha Kwanzaa Siku. Happy 1st day. Enjoy yourself today. And stop brain whitewash. Stop brain whitewash. One more time. Put yourself in a select group with him. He the one said the path to righteousness is narrow. He the one said you can't be following the crowd. I cannot see A-R-A-B and say Arab when I know it's Arab. I mean, I can't. I cannot allow somebody who's steady showing me how they disrespect people look like me. Just like over there in the fake Israel. First people they putting out of the country is black people. But they ain't what they got to do with the people that's there. They are not part of the people that's coming over there to attack the land, but they are part of, you got to get out. Huh? Exactly. Exactly. They know the truth. Just like, you think that didn't mean nothing to them when them birds came and took them flags? When them birds came and black birds took their flags and desecrated their flags. Oh, the birds did that on their own? The birds did it on their own. Went to this one particular country and tore up their flags. But now they're in war. But the first ones they want to kick out is black. Black. Why black's black? Why black's black? Because they already know. One more time. You cannot think that you're going to keep disrespecting he who created me and chose me. I ain't talking about me like I'm the one because I say I'm the one. I'm not the one because I say the one. I'm the one because he said, you can't say Jesus. You can say what you see. And when you say what you see, you will see Matthew 1:23. Say what you see, and you will be able to see Matthew 1:23. Nigni Niwewe Mawanzo. War is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Matthew 1:23, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the wolves. Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, Kunta, King Te. Peace from above, Amani Kutoku, peace from above.